Plan B. Okay, here it is. This is the touring box, okay, that we took up to the Cape and we will now take with us out to the centre. As I mentioned, if you're going up and down the East Coast, this could be a bit overkill, but it is also helpful if you have got things at hand. Now, I'm not a mechanic. In fact, it's the furthest thing that I could probably ever find myself doing. But what's been great is that I have learnt as I've gone along, not only from watching YouTube, but from speaking to other people out there, other travellers and other experts. What is amazing too, and I'm going to give it a plug, is Starlink, is that with that, we can be completely remote. And as Bodie McCormack said to me, you can FaceTime me, mate, and I'll probably be able to help you get yourself out of trouble, which is incredible. To think that I can have high-speed internet anywhere in Australia, amazing. Okay, here we go. This is the Expedition 134 box. Straight after I talk through this list, there'll be a review on this, which is really just an interview with the owner, Nick, when we actually met him at the National 4x4 show last year in Brizzy. Okay. The other thing I want to say is that in here, this list of items we'll put into a blog. Katie will put into a blog. And that will have everything that we're talking about. So you don't have to grab a pen and a bit of paper and write this down. But what you do have to do is subscribe to our e-news, okay, which is through our website, thefeelgoodfamily.com. And then that way you'll get these nuggets every single week to your inbox. No spam, no carry on, just good information, travel inspiration, stuff that can actually add value for you if you want to tour Australia. So that will be coming out with this episode. So get on there, put your details in, and you'll receive that email for free every single week. Okay, here we go. Love this, that when you tie it down with this design, these little clasps are tied down, you can still access the box. It's weatherproof. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about the box. I just think it's amazing though. In here, let's see what we've got in here. First of all, this list of items in here, I'm not going to go through all of them, but we'll make sure that it's all in for you, basically in Katie's blog. But different fittings, fixtures, rubber grease, that's excellent if you just want to put a little bit of extra seal when you're doing an air filter. There you go, something that I learnt from the McCormack's guys. So I carry with some of that. Also some grease. I've got a little grease gun, a portable grease gun, and then again some other Loctite products, epoxy putty, all right, stuff that can get you out of trouble. All right, let's get into here. Obviously, looks like a hat. Couple of hoses, bottom hose, top hose. You'll have to look at this gear specific to your model of what vehicle you're towing with or what you're traveling in, okay? But radiator hoses, a very good idea. We've also got in here oil filter. I do carry 2 fuel filters. I had to recently just change one, which you would have seen me doing out there past Canberra. So I probably need to stock up on a second one there. Air filter, I normally travel with 2, and I've swapped one of those out as well. Next week, I'll also be getting 160,000 Ks now in that vehicle. It will be getting a full service as well. And so I dare say they're going to put in some new filters for me. So anyway, this should cover me going up the centre. And then, of course, all your lubricants. We've got brake fluid over here somewhere. Where that one? Yep. Okay. What's this one here, Katie? I can't see.
That's something.
Diff oil, got coolant, engine oil, serpentine, or what do they call it? Drive belt. Again, you can go into Repco or any of these places and just punch in your registration and they sort out exactly what you need, which is really cool. This actually, Ben, who's going to be on the show next week, he just gifted this to me actually, which is pretty cool. But it's a snorkel filter and cartridge, which we didn't carry in the Cape, and different people have different opinions. Personally now, after doing the Cape and seeing how full our air filter was, I probably would use one. Different people believe that it can actually inhibit the amount of airflow, so there's different reasons. I'll try one next time. I think when we get onto some of these dusty roads, the Morini Loop out past Kings Canyon, I'll give this a go and we'll see how it fares, and I can even see the temperature in the vehicle, see if it affects it in any way. So there you go. That's a pretty quick wrap up of the Plan B box. Oh, a couple of other things, and this was from Tony Davies, again from Australian 4x4 Tracks, was when you're touring with him, you're doing a tag along, he insists that you have to have certain gear fitted, certain clearance, certain spares, certain backups when you do his tag alongs. They're kind of a checklist of things that you must have, and that included a couple of shock absorbers as well and a couple of spares, so spare tyres. So anyway, that's why we travel with a couple of those. We saw all sorts of stuff up in the Cape, and it does happen. You know, it's unlikely depending on how well you maintain your vehicle. And I think that's probably it for any touring or anyone out there who's doing anything remote. Make sure your vehicle service is up to date. Make sure that you have got all your bits and pieces are in checked and in good working order, that your tyre conditions particularly are in good condition, and that would probably be one of the major things. All right, that's it for me, I think, for this week. We'll see you next week.